Just preparing, y'all. Okay. All right, gonna start off with an Arex SA 220 hook. It might be backwards on there. All right. Just gonna start off putting a little bit of thread up here, close to the eye of the hook for the to put the lead eyes on there. Let's see. I'll throw a little bit of flash on there and go with some gold colored eyes. These are a little bit bigger eyes. Get the fly down really fast. So we'll go with these right here, a little bit bigger eyes, gold color. They'll get the fly down really fast in front of the fish. So I just put a few wraps one way to get it started, a few wraps the other way to get it started, and that'll kind of also straighten it up to where you want it. In other words, if I go over one way, it's going to pull that lead eye one way or the other, the way I need it. That looks pretty close right there. All right, and then you're just going to start making X wraps over your eye, just lashing that thing in there. And after I get several, I'm just going to finish it up by wrapping along the bottom of it, just like you're lashing poles together. That's on there pretty good. And then just gonna run the thread down the hook. Just getting some thread on the hook, just running it down here around close to where the point of the hook is, about in line with the point of the hook, like that. Then take a little bit of Solarex UV glue and go ahead and put that on the eye, on the threads of the eye of the hook right there, just to hold that in place, and then hit it with the Solarez UV light right there, just to draw that glue in place. That's pretty good. Okay. Now we're going to grab some deer tail fur. I'm going to go with, as you can see, it's a deer tail, but they dye them all different colors. This fly, this time I'm going to go with some green on this one. So this time, this fly would be like an olive color. Hopedale Crab, which is one of my favorites. just cut off some hair. Put that on the back of the hook. A couple of wraps to get it started. Go back over it. Looking pretty good. Now I'm going to take a black Sharpie. We're going to put some black stripes in this tail right here, just to kind of break it up, give it like a shrimpy vibe going on. There we go. All right, I'm going to add a little flash to the tail. Grab some of this gold that I'm running out of, that I'm going to have to get some more of. I probably don't need quite that much, so I'm going to cut that in half. Let's take this right here, y'all. Let me run this back a little bit. Just get that started like that. And then I'm going to pull these down to the side like that. Put some more wraps on them. Just add a little bit of gold. Like that. Now I'm going to throw some legs on there, y'all. So I'm going to pull off about 3 legs off the little rubber. It's basically spinnerbait skirts. That's what it is. If you bass fish, take some of that. Just kind of get that started. Let's do the same thing. I'll pull that down to the side. On each side. Now we're going to take the rubber legs. Just going to pull them up here. Because I don't need them to be quite as long as the tail, and I'm just going to cut them. Like that. So now we added the tail. We put some gold flash on there. And we'll put some little rubber legs, just a little bit more action on the fly. Alright, now I am going to take some saddle hackle, which is feathers, but you know, they call it saddle hackle for some reason. I'm not a historian on fly tying, so I don't know why. Alright, these are dyed like a olive color also. Let's find a cool looking one. Pick out a cool looking feather on here. This one was kind of cool, I guess. Alright, so now we're going to take a feather, piece of saddle hackle. I'm going to cut off just this little part down here that's kind of hard for y'all. And I like to take and pull a few of these feathers, a few of these little furry feathers off, so it leaves me a little stem on there like that. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to wrap that around there and get that started on there. Like so. And then I'm going to start wrapping this thing. Put these little clips on there. These little things. That half the time come off anyway. Let's get that out of the way. See? Just like that. Half the time they come off. I might end up putting, oh Lord, I'm just gonna wrap it with my hand. Those little clipper things keep coming off there. Just gonna wrap it with my hand. All right. Tie this one off. I might put another piece of saddle hackle on there just to thicken it up a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll go with another piece of saddle hackle on there. All right, let's pick another feather out of here. There you go. I wasn't satisfied with that one feather. Go with another one. I should be telling y'all, you want to pull these feathers back as you wrap them. But if they poke out like that, honestly, to me, it really don't matter. It's just gonna make that fly, it's gonna give that fly more depth to the body. It's gonna give it more mass or whatever, you know. And we catch a lot of big, you know, giant 20-pound fish down here. So this is actually a bigger, this fly I'm tying is a bigger fly for those bigger bull reds. I hate when that thing does that. And that looks like kind of like crap until I cut some of this off. That was not my best wrap job, but my clamps came undone twice, so I just kind of finished it up like that. Now I'm gonna take, if I can find it, because I'm almost out of it. All right, y'all, almost done with this fly. I'm looking for some of a pack of my ingredients right here. Here it is. Nope. Hold on, y'all. Just trying to find one of my ingredients for the fly. It is not where it's normally at. Wait, there it is. There it is. Alright, so now we're going to take some of this right here, y'all. This little flashy stuff. I'll take a few inches of it because I kind of want this fly to be a little bit thicker. This is a little bit bigger fly that I'm tying right here. Big old 2-aught hook and a heavier set of lead eyes because I'm tying this one to get down deep on those bull reds. You know, when you're fishing about 1.5 feet or so of water. All right. Go. So I'm just going to get that started. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of that off just to make it look fancy. The fish don't care, but you know. All right. Get that started like that. Now we're just going to take and wrap this around. I just wrap it in the same direction as I do the thread. You want to wrap this while keeping this flashy stuff pushed back towards the back of your hook, you know, back towards the back of the fly. So this fly is kind of fat right here at the front of it. The Hopedale crab in this color right here, y'all, is like my most fish catching this fly. That's what we catch a ton of fish on. It's just kind of a natural looking fly, you know, natural kind of colors. Those redfish really eat it up. All right. Kind of looks, until I get some wraps right here, it kind of looks like a mess. But it'll come together here in just a second. Now I can put a few wraps right here at the eye of the hook, and then tie it off. So I'm just gonna go back over the hook right here. I'm gonna put a few wraps at the eye, and take your little, tool right here. Just do it like that. Put it over the hook right here, and I wrap it a good 4 or 5 times. I do that a couple of times. Do it one more time. Do it one more time for the 20 pounders, baby. One last time for the 20 pounders. I got one little straggly piece of something right there. Just wanting to. Which don't matter at all to the fish. All right, now I'm gonna take some solar rays again. This ultraviolet, ultraviolet. It's glue that dries with ultraviolet light. I'm gonna go one more time, just right here with the string around the eye of the hook that I just put on there. And take the solar rays light, which it might be backwards on the off screen. Ultraviolet light, see? And that'll dry that glue within a couple of seconds. Y'all might have saw the smoke come up, I don't know, but it dries that glue really fast. Let's see how this one looks. Looks pretty good. All right, y'all, let me move this. I'll move this out of the way for y'all. So it looks pretty good. Put some, got the stripes on the tail. We got some gold flash, some little rubber legs on there. I use gold eyes on this one to give it a little bit of flash. Cannot go wrong with gold when it comes to fish, redfish, bass, whatever. Can't ever go wrong with gold. Make sure there's no glue in the eye. Yeah. So just finish this one up, y'all. Hopedale crab in the olive color. Probably about the most fishingest or most catchingest fly that we, or at least that I use down here. Hopedale crab in the olive color. All right. Tell you what, let's hit this. I thought I felt a little. I'm just hitting that glue one more time with the the light right there. All right, y'all. Put this one down, and we'll tie another one real quick in a little bit different color, a little bit different version for y'all. All right. Believe it or not, it's hot right here tying these flies. Let me open this window a little bit. Let some air in here. All right, y'all. I'm tying another one, same thing. Arex SA220 hook. Start off with. So it's a 2/0 hook, but it's strong. It's strong enough to hold a bull red or jack or whatever grabs it. Most time bull reds. All right, let's see. Let's go with kind of a shrimpy pattern this time, y'all. Just to do something a little bit different. Let's go with a little shrimpy pattern. And I think I'll go with some chartreuse thread. It really don't matter this time. Let's go with a little shrimpy pattern, y'all. Just do something a little bit different for y'all. All right, put a little bit of thread right here at the top of the hook, just for the eye, for the weight to go on. And I think since we're gonna go something kind of shrimpy, just for the heck of it, y'all, let's go with some pink eyeballs, some pink leads. Just do something a little bit different. Or do I want to go with a chartreuse to make it kind of... Let's go with a pink. Don't really matter. Alright. Pink leads right here, y'all. So I'm just getting these started. And we'll put some, we'll put like some shrimp eyes and stuff on this one. Just show y'all. Do something a little bit different. We'll put some shrimp eyes on here. Alright, y'all. Now we're just going to cross, since we got the eye kind of started, just cross it over, just like you're lashing two sticks together. Just do a bunch of X wraps on it. It's not super tight yet until I get that glue put on there. Alright, now I'm going to go under the eye, and that's just pinching those threads together, just like if you're lashing sticks together, like I said. Now that's going to be pretty tight, but we're going to take some Solar Res glue. It dries within just a couple of seconds with that solar light. Just put that over on the thread right here. To hold that light in place. Solar Res light, UV light right here, y'all. You see the smoke coming off there when it dries that glue within a couple of seconds. It'll sunburn you too. It'll sunburn your fingers or wherever you poke it at, or wherever you aim it at. Alright, good enough. Now we're going to wrap the thread down the hook. Down here towards the about in line with the tip of the hook right here is where we're going to stop. Alright, this time we're going to go with white Just a regular old deer tail, y'all. This one's not colored at all. So, deer tail. Pull off a decent, if I can find one I like. I'm picky. Pull off a bunch of hairs right there. Cut that off. So now we got a deer tail. Just gonna like pull out any stragglers that might be in there. There's a couple of stragglers. Now I'm gonna lay this right here over the hook. My dogs are coming up to me and stuff, y'all. I'm trying to do this and they're messing with me. All right. Just wrap that down. Just wrap it up, B. Do a few wraps right here just to kind of. This right here is waxed thread, by the way, y'all. It's that size 3 or whatever, waxed thread. Not that I think it really matters, but that's what that is. All right, now we're gonna break that tail up with the black magic marker, Sharpie right here. Throw some stripes on it. Just like that. See, when it's in the water, that tail will come together, y'all. When it's in the water, it'll come together and be all pointed and cool looking. Just cut off these extra hairs. Not that it matters at all because they're about to be covered up. All right, y'all. We're gonna throw some scrimp eyes on there just to make it look cool. I got these green. Actually, I think I got one more. Yeah. I got one more chartreuse one, y'all. Let's use that one. So these are just pre-made. They're easy shrimp eyes, y'all. They're just kind of pre-made shrimp eyes. All right. I'll turn this over to put those on. Sorry, I got this vise is clamped down, so it's not one of those super fancy $600 vices. I just got this one clamped to the desk right here while I'm filming. All right. So with the shrimp eyes, I like putting them on the underside of the gap of the hook right here, y'all, like this. That way you can kind of line them up with the gap of the hook. And I set them right there like that, and you're just gonna wrap that on there. So just get it started. Run it down. Oh, I knew that was about to break. I knew it was about to break. It hit the shaft of the point of the hook and broke. That's all right. I get it. I knew my thread was about to break, and it did. Oops. Get it started back up real quick. All right. And what I'll do, since that went over there, I'm gonna start right here and just run it all the way down. This thing needs to be tightened up. All right. And just go over that thread that I just broke is all I'm doing. I'm gonna put some glue on it anyway, and it's gonna hold it in place. All right, so just cut the tag end off. And then what I like to do after I wrap those eyes on there, I like taking the Solar Res glue again and going over, just putting it over the top of that, just to kind of hold them jokers in there. And hit it with a Solar Res UV light, dry that up. Should be good on that. Yep, dry already. So what I did, y'all, so far, we have put the lead eyes on, ran the thread down, put the tail on, took a magic marker, put stripes on. We just put the little shrimp eyes on the thing. Now I'm gonna turn it back over like this. All right, now I'm gonna grab a piece of saddle hackle, fancy name for a feather. And I think I'm gonna go with all white on this one, just to make a white shrimp out of this one, y'all. And you'll see it come together right here in just a second. I'm gonna put one feather on there. We're gonna wrap it with a couple of different colors of flashy stuff. In fact, let's go with some flashy right now on that. Might look kind of cool. It might look kind of cool. Could just go with some pink. Or you know what? A little bit of chartreuse in it. Maybe a couple little pieces of chartreuse. Might look kind of cool. Let's do that. Can't go wrong with chartreuse, y'all. If it ain't chartreuse, it ain't no use. Y'all ever heard that? Let's go with a couple of things of chartreuse on there. Let's just put some happy little strands in there. Some happy little strands, like happy little clouds. Just a few little strands. All right, so I just grabbed a few strands right here. I'm gonna cut them. All right, little chartreuse, a few little happy little strands of chartreuse, y'all. Put those on there like that. once you get them started, I kind of pull them to the sides of the fly like that. So I got 3 little strands on each side. Now I'm gonna do some more wraps. I'm just gonna kind of hold those to the side like that on each side. So a couple little happy little strands of chartreuse on there, just for the heck of it, just to add some color. All right, now we're gonna go with a piece of white saddle hackle, so a white feather. We're just gonna go with one saddle hackle, one feather, because I'm gonna put some other stuff on there to break it up, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second, or to kind of fill the body in. It's always the toughest thing to try to find one little feather that I like out of this whole thing of feathers. There we go. Again, we're going to cut off this big thick part right here. And then just pull away a few of these little furry feathers right here at the beginning. And y'all, every time I tie flies, I have to sit here and I got a lot of stuff to sweep up every time I tie. All right. I'm just going to lay that on top of the hook like that and get some wraps with it. Get some wraps on there. Now we're just going to take the feather and wrap it around. And look at that, it broke. It does that sometimes, y'all. You just have to restart it. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no thing but a saddle hack, Wayne. All right. Now we're just going to wrap this around just to give it some fluff. Give it a little bit of some extra poofiness to the fly. A little give that fly some love. All right, now I'm going to take and hold one end of, the end of your feather out like that. Do a couple wraps to get on there. And cut off that end like that. And then just wrap it up, B. Y'all know what that's from? Chappelle Show. Back in the day. Wrap it up, B. All right. All right, so now we got that on there, like that. You see that little bit of chartreuse? It's not going to matter in the water. I mean, a little color ain't going to hurt it anyway, but that's going to get covered up here in just a second. And now, we're going to go with some of this white, fancy, poofy stuff. Crack wrap. That's actually what it's called. It's called crack wrap. Hunter Biden developed that. It's called crack wrap. Hunter Biden came out with it. Y'all didn't know Hunter Biden was an avid fly tyer, so he calls this crack wrap. So we can get a piece of crack wrap, if I can find the end of it. Looks it's got an eyeball stuck to it from tying. Had an eyeball stuck to it from tying stuff. All right, so we can get a piece of Hunter Biden sponsored crack wrap, and we're going to put that up here. Y'all, it's getting hot up under this light tying flies, so this can be I've only done a couple flies. This will be my last one for now, so I can get out from under this light because it's getting hot. All right, I'm going to put a few wraps just to get that crack wrap started, like so. I can't believe nobody made a comment when I said crack wrap, sponsored by Hunter Biden. I thought that was kind of funny. Or developed by Hunter Biden. They call it crack wrap for time flies. But all right, anyway, all right. And we're gonna wrap this the same way while keeping the flashy part pushed back towards the hook. Like that. Let's get that, hang that right there to get out of the way. As you can see, as you wrap it, it starts sticking out and looking cooler, like it's supposed to right here. Now, I'm gonna give a couple of wraps, like that. Cut that off. A couple more wraps to make sure it stays in place. Just to make it look fancy. We'll cut off these extra strings. The fish don't care, but you know, sometimes fly fishermen might care for some reason. I don't care, but some guys want their flies to look like they were made by AI or something, I guess. All right, now we're gonna take a little bit more crack wrap. And this is like a shrimpy color. Shrimpy color, like that. Since this is like supposed to be a shrimpy colored fly, kind of. A shrimpy colored fly that has went through, that swam past Chernobyl. Since it's got some chartreuse and stuff in it. All right. My animals are getting tired of me tying flies, y'all. They're all trying to gang up on me. All right. And we're going to put a little bit of this shrimpy color right here at the eye, or right at the top of the fly. Why? I don't know, because it looks cool. I just make this stuff up as I go along, y'all. These redfish will eat anything. So, it ain't gotta be like, I'm not sitting here breaking out a tape measure in an encyclopedia to make sure something looks exactly like a shrimp or a crab, because if it goes in front of them, they're gonna eat it. Alright, I'm going to wrap some of this up towards the top of the fly right here to kind of fill in those gaps. Get that string out of my way. If I get one more, that's probably about it right there. Alright, now I'm just going to finish this off with a couple of wraps to hold that, and cut this and wrap it up. Alright, throw some wraps right here to kind of hold that. We are almost done. Throw a few wraps right here at the head, tie it off. Throw some glue on there. And then go eat a bowl of Lucky Charms. What y'all think? Alright, throw this right here. Just do some wraps on it. One more for the 20 pounders. This fly will hopefully catch plenty of 20 pounders. Alright, like so. We'll throw a little bit of solar res on there. Around that thread. I like having that glue on top of that thread, y'all, to protect the knots and protect that thread. I just don't want everything getting loose on me. Hit it with the UV light. You see the smoke come up. And y'all, that basic fly pattern that I just tied, throwing a tail in there, some poofy stuff at the beginning, whatever. That's really all you need for redfish, y'all. That basic fly pattern will catch everything down here. Redfish, black drum, sheep's head, it'll catch everything. Speckled trout. I'm moving this out of the way for y'all, so we can go over the fly and show y'all the fly. Fancy. Alright, y'all. So that's the fly we just tied. Started out with a 2-aught Ahrex SA220 hook. Went to some deer tail. Took a black magic marker. Put some stripes on the deer tail. We threw the shrimp eyes on there next, right here. We threw a little bit of chartreuse flash on the tail, just for the heck of it. Then we put one piece of saddle hackle feather on there, y'all, which is back here behind all this. Like I said, you can't even hardly see it. Then we added some white crack wrap, and then we added like a little bit of a natural, almost like a shrimpy color crack wrap. Of course, we got the pink eyes on it. And that is it, y'all. Another what you call it? Another winner. Where's the other one I tied today? I don't even know where it went. Here it is. So we tied both of these today, y'all. That's the two flies we tied. Very similar, except this one I didn't put eyeballs on there. Very similar flies, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. The 1 or 2 people that did. And there's the flies. Thank y'all for watching, and hit the subscribe button and the like button and all that stuff. And we'll do it again. All right, thank y'all.